Salutations viewers, my name is Game Dame and welcome back to another one of my Legends of Runeterra patch reviews. Today we are on patch 1.10 that was released on September 15th of 2020. So, of course, as always, I'm going to read the first portion, but this seems like it's going to be pretty short of a patch note. But I'm going to be reading this first paragraph, the card updates, and then we're going to be reviewing as to what text changes happened to our champions or just regular cards. So, without further ado, let's get started. So our first major patch of Call of the Mountain brings the latest balance changes as well as Gauntlet updates, a new lab, and a long-awaited debut of our Cross-Shard Friend Challenge. So with the card updates, patch 1.10 lands 3 weeks after Call of the Mountain patch rather than the usual 2, which has given us room to lock in more balance changes than usual for the first post-release patch. It's also not quite enough room to gather data on all the new stuff, so we'll be following up with more balance changes in just 2 weeks as part of patch 1.11. For that patch, we'll have a greater focus on Targon-specific tuning after using the additional time to observe and test. Now, they did skip patch 1.09 because they might as well thought, hey, we're just going to go straight to 1.10. Not sure why, but that's just how they did it if you're looking for a patch 1.09. But they have a preview to expect of what in patch 1.11. Adjustments to the difficulty of Aurelian Soul's level up requirement, adding escalation to Hush's repeatable costs, and Grandfather Rumel giving more hugs. So now we have some champion updates. So for Ezreal, or maybe is this just like, is this an actual update? Yeah, so they said increasing the difficulty of Ezreal's quest will ask for additional investment to reach his extremely potent level 2 form, create more tension in the choice between leveling up his quest and saving damage for the opponent's nexus. So now it was, once you leveled up, you've targeted enemies 8+ times. Now it's you've targeted enemies 10+ times. So he's certainly got a buff. With Lee Sin's level 1, his cost and his health went down to 4 mana. So he's no longer a 4 mana 6/6. Or no, a 4 mana 3. What? In the art, it says 4 mana 3/4, and up here it says cost and then health. Oh, okay. Well, it's his level 1. So cost was 6, health was 6. Now it's 4 for both. And for his level up, it used to be 7+ spells. Now you have to do 8+ spells. Which definitely, yeah, it's just his cost and his health. There wasn't anything done to his attack power. That's what I was getting confused about. But now he's significantly cheaper, so you can play much earlier on in the game and have much more aggro Lee Sin. So for his level 2, his cost is 4 mana and his health is 5 mana. And now it was Lee Sin's Dragon's Rage, which was what his ability, like special ability was called. Now it's Lee Sin's Sonic Wave. Now for the followers and spell changes, we have War Chefs. Power went from 2 to 1. War Chefs was always a really strong card. I think this is a good nerf to it. But nothing really changed. Actually, there's no but. There's no but whatsoever. I was trying to think of something, but I think this is a good change because it does keep the constant flow to get those early advantages. And once you get those early advantages, then it becomes just really OP. Flash of Brilliance went from cost from 4 to 3, so now you'll be seeing that a lot more. And if you guys don't know what Flash of Brilliance is, it's create a 6 cost spell in your hand from your regions and then refill your spell mana. So now that'll be more appealing to a more variety of decks. So we got Overgrown Snapvine. Power went from 4 to 5, so it definitely got buffed a little bit. But a lot of people were requesting updates for this one, but now it'll be significantly played more since it's got that slight upgrade. We got Crackshot Corsair. Health went from 1 to 2, so that's a good early game card, especially for the curve. And now that its health is up to 2, that makes it a little bit better and more aggro based, since it's for Bilgewater, and Bilgewater by nature is aggro. Jagged Taskmaster. Sorry. Cost went from 3 to 2. Power went from 4 to 3. Health went from 3 to 2. So it's taken a significant point nerf on all across the board. So it's it's better to utilize in most decks for an earlier curve, but it will definitely be available better for a wider range of Bilgewater decks. And then we have Yordle Grifter. So its old text was create a warning shot in hand, Allegiance, nab 1. Now its new text is Allegiance, nab 1, and create a warning shot in hand. Just some text changes for that way it's easier to understand. And then Cygnus the Moonwalker. It was simply too low, so they buffed it point each for its power and health, which is really nice. So with its standard Gauntlet update, what did they try? What did they do here? They updated the Singleton Gauntlet to allow tri-region decks, and now the standard Gauntlet gets its own update with the introduction of pre-match multi-deck pick and ban lobby. That's pretty nice, actually. So no champions duplicated between decks, different region combinations for each deck, and maximum one champion less deck. So that's pretty nice. They have those updates, and you can ban decks and cards in general. That's really nice. I like the banning option. The banning option definitely helps, but I think it's just specifically for Gauntlet. It has to be. Yeah. So new lab, welcome to the jungle. Of course, new lab, new patch. So this patch brings our first ever constructed lab. Instead of receiving random cards or choosing from a set, you'll be challenged to brew your own perfect deck. So both players have vulnerable, immobile jungle monsters on the board. Killing your opponent's jungle monsters grants you a powerful buff spell with your choice of potent effects, and killing a jungle monster also spawns another in its place next round. Watch out, the new ones may even be stronger as the game goes on. So that is something to look out for when you're playing any of the new labs, which is really interesting. I actually really like that. So now with Expedition Archetypes, I looked it up on Google Translate. It is definitely Archetypes, not Archetypes. Not Archetypes, Archetypes. Now I got it. Sorry for that it took this long for me to understand it. So for Afterlife, they added Ravenous Butcher, Vile Feast, removed Mark of the Isles, and Missed Call. For Cloning Program, they had a Wild Pick bonus chance increased to medium from none. For Collective Support, they have Cohesiveness rating increased to medium from low. Wild Pick bonus chance increased to high from medium. And then added Mountain Sojourners and removed Broadback Protector, Fledgling Stellacorn, and Silent Shadowseer. For Death's Door, they added Black Spear, Dead Bloom Wanderer, Sump Dredger, Tri-Beam Improbulator, and removed True Shot Barrage and Vile Feast. For Fishbones, they added Solari Soldier and Spacey Sketcher. For Luminous Dusk, they added the Wild Pick bonus chance increase from medium to none. They added Atrocity, removed Black Spear, Mountain Sojourners, and Shroud of Darkness. For Moonlit Heist, they added Cohesiveness rating increased to medium from low. So they changed that. I should really say changed. But they added Chum of Waters, Prowling Cutthroat, and removed Jailbreak, Shellshocker, Star Shepherd. For Otherworldly Creatures, they changed Cohesiveness rating increased to medium from low. And then they added Ember Maiden, Startled Stomper, Take Heart, and Yeti Yearling. For Radiant Dawn, they added Broadback Protector, Sunblessed Vigor, and removed Mood Dreamer, Mountain Sojourners. For Shadows and Dust, they removed Bark Beast, Enroaching Shadows, Fading Memories. For Suit Up, they added the Tusk Raider. For Terrors of the Deep, they changed Cohesiveness rating increased to high from medium. And then in the Black Mist, they changed added Wild Pick bonus chance. No, they changed it. Wild Pick bonus chance increased from high to medium. They added Atrocity, then they removed Dust Rider. So now they have a cross-shard friend challenge. So a friend challenge now available to all friends, regardless of which regional shard they play on, which is really helpful because I always just want to play with my friends on any type of regional shard that they play on. And then they have a number of bug fixes. So if you guys want to get a more in-depth understanding of what I did not say, I will definitely have this patch notes in the description below. But I think this is a nice little patch note update. Not too much has changed. I like the changes that they've made to some of the champions, especially to Lee Sin. Since now he'll have more of a presence in the early game. And I really like what they did with some of the more Bilgewater and Gauntlet updates, especially now the Cross-Shard Friend Challenge. But let me know what you guys think of this patch down below. And what is your favorite deck by far? Leave the, the deck code below so I could mess around with it. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and or follow not only to my YouTube, but to my Twitch. You know where my YouTube is at, but you can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.